Hi Scorpio, welcome to Self-Discovery Support. Thank you for joining me. This reading offers a window into your story, and my main goal is to transmit the information to help empower you. We'll start with looking at your current energy, then look at your path forward. After that, we'll look at the connection on your mind, closing with advice. And today I'm using the Dungeons and Dragons Tarot, and we're using what is this one called? The Secret Messages from the Heart, and then we use Untold Truth of the Heart Oracle. Alright, so let's get started. This is gonna be the main reading for the month. So quite possibly I could be seeing you next year. Alright, so let's look at your energy. What's going on for Scorpio now? Okay. What else? All right. Judgment in hidden energies. So that tells me that there's some kind of rebirth that's happening about now. You could be feeling like this energy build up, like I'm about to answer a call. There's like a pull to do something, to take a step in a direction. This could be something that you might have been putting off for a while, or you've always wanted to do it, depending on what direction it leans in for you. But there's like a sense of purpose, a sense of mission. I think it's just gathering all the strength, all the kind of getting your head in the right place to go forward, because I feel like this is a big path that you're going on. All right, so let's look at these cards here. We have, there's a lot of like fiery energy if you look at the colors. So it does feel like there's I'm feeling like there's conflict about something, but potentially between you and a particular person. This is like two people who are losing sight of what's important. Like they're not able to get along enough to steer their ship in the right path. Like they have a vested interest in the same, or at least in a good outcome, and needing to work together is a part of that. Yeah, and so like whatever tensions happen between you and a person, it feels like that brought about a whole other, it's like you going on another path. It's like you and someone else were meant to come together, have something happen in unison, cooperate as well, but that didn't go that way, and it ended up creating an energy that allowed you to, that put you on a different path, and which potentially is the longer route, because I do see that this is an important task both of you have, an important role or purpose. But it feels like, okay, now this could be that call that we're seeing with the Judgment card. It's like, I feel like now you want this to be successful. Now whatever relationships that were not, or needing repair, you want that to go right. Just adjusting in my chair. You want that to go right about now. I think here's another look at this. It's like, okay, what path do I take now? What decision do I make now? Yeah, it's like just about deciding. It seems like this month you want to repair things, you want to set things right, and It's now looking at, okay, how do I do this? There's a little bit of a pause because there's like a lack of certainty, right? But that call is strong. That call is strong. Yeah, because look at it. Here's the right under the Judgment is this three of God, what is this one called again? I think it's the Three of Pentacles, which is called the Three of Charisma. Yeah, in this deck. But it's three people. It's people wanting to work together. But now it's like, okay, this is the time. Whatever things needed to be squashed in the past, whatever needs to be healed, this is the time, because that coming together is going to be really important. There's some major reason that is coming around for you now. So this could be like work teams, romantic partnerships, whatever it is. But you might find that this is a month where you just feel like, okay, let me try to make amends. Let me try to make make a bad situation good. Probably needs a little bit of communication, honesty, vulnerability as well. So yeah. All right. So if you're here about a connection, let's move into that portion of the reading. All right, we're gonna start in a new way. I put off using these decks for a long time, the ones with the messages, because I feel like it can be triggering. But with that caution in mind, please do bear in mind that if it doesn't feel correct for you, then definitely don't take it. If it does, though, it's like food for thought. All right, so let's look at potential thoughts of your the person on your mind, the person you're connecting to. What are the messages here? Okay, we got two long messages. First one says, I wear a false mask and pretend not to care because I don't want you to see how vulnerable I really am. Like I just said, vulnerability. Okay, so this could, you could feel like this is you or this is your person. My soul recognized yours the first moment I saw you and looked deep into your eyes. You are my heart's desire. Okay, so there is a kind of I feel like it's deeply hidden, a deeply hidden sentiment, feeling, like something that I don't feel like this person can really explain it. It's like a feeling. They know the feeling, but maybe this is someone who's not necessarily admitting that to you. I don't want you to see how vulnerable I really am. So this, I don't want to say hiding, but it tends to point to me someone who wants to create a good impression. Somebody who maybe puts you on a pedestal a little bit, is a little bit shy of revealing their real self because maybe they have issues in the past of trying to be vulnerable, trying to be themselves and not having that accepted. I mean, this type of thing can go all the way back to childhood. All right, we have the Hanged Man. Tell us more. The Moon. All right, we have 3 major arcana. That's the kind of major thing I want to point out here. The Hanged Man, the Moon, and Strength. So this is someone who this is someone who holds back. There's a lot of restraint here. I'm gonna have to say, like, I feel how much this person has not shared. They have a lot of fears. They do have a lot of misgivings. I don't know if it's about this connection or just a connection in or connections in general. Queen of Pentacles. So this could be an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Queen of Charisma. That is. This person seems like they're naturally quite nurturing, but maybe they feel like, okay, this is a quite like specific message, but maybe this person feels like they shy away from certain or connections, maybe even connections that seem long-term or seem that they could be long-term, because maybe they grew up around or they just inherited this idea that to be in a connection and to be giving is like one-sided. It's almost like giving and not necessarily receiving anything. Like, look at this person who's taking care of her, you know. So this could be someone who holds back a lot because they see connections like this. I also feel like this person's a pretty hard worker. They could, you know, kind of bury themselves or avoid those situations by focusing a lot on work. The person could also be working on this, like trying to address that in themselves. Like, I think they know, they're aware of that, because we do have the Temperance card, and this card always makes me think about having your own demons, like knowing that you have issues, you have things that you have to grapple with, or your own shadow, but trying to center yourself, trying to get back a sense of normalcy or control, balance in yourself. And so that is what I'm seeing here, is that this person's probably working quite hard at trying to counter that. Leo energy, Piscean energy, and yeah, a lot of Pisces, a lot of that kind of intuitive feeling. Okay, so this could be a really sensitive person, quite maybe soft in their nature, or has the potential to actually be quite intuitive, feeling, emotional. The word empath comes up, which I don't think I've ever said that in a reading, like somebody's an empath. I don't know how that comes up, but if we're talking about this type of person who is giving a lot and not necessarily taking, not allowing like a two-way reciprocity, yeah, they could see things in this way. And so I don't know if they're seeing that, they're seeing their connection to you in that way, where this goes kind of back to the false mask, because I think, you know, what else comes up is that this person may feel like in order to get love or receive love, they have to give in this way. But it's almost like, so they hold back from it because they have misgivings. Okay, it's a little bit, your person is complex, has a lot of deep emotions. Okay, I want to find out a little bit more about this moon. What is this moon here about? Okay. Okay. Okay, I think your person wants to they don't want to stay stuck forever. Like, as I was saying, they are trying to put work into it, and I think they are trying to heal themselves, because I think they see, you know, with this, the soul recognition, you are my heart's desire. Like, for somebody to know this, they are gonna push themselves towards working on themselves. You know, if you are feeling exactly what you missed that much, the Hangman, the World, they want to close this cycle of holding back. I think they have misgivings about having a partner. I mean, like, they know who their partner is, potentially identifying you as that person, but they just have misgivings about like taking that role on. As I'm saying, like, there's a lot of like afraid of commitment type of energy. And I talk about your person being an empath and intuitive, and like the High Priestess comes out. Therefore, they hold a lot back. They, you know, you may not have a sense of the fullness of this person, but being Scorpio, you may. That may be the thing that attracts you to this person. A lot of Pisces energy. We just said hold back. Yeah. I think that this person knows that when they open their heart to people, sometimes it can be a little bit one-sided, and so that they do hold back, they do keep themselves kind of controlled and restricted, because as I was saying, there's also this belief about what a connection involves. But Ace of Wands here, so I feel like there is something drawing them out with the Ace of Pentacles as well, Ace of Strength, Ace of Charisma. That's changing. So this is really what this is telling me. This is all changing. Your person could be occurring to your person that they do want more, and not just wanting, but like the intention is there, and I need to prepare for it. So it may just need a little bit of patience. King of emotions, deep feelings that your person has. I would just, you know, I think this all needs patience. This all needs a little bit of patience. I saw the 8 of emotions, which does indicate that somebody could be trying to leave a situation. So that could also be all in the mix here as well. Let's get a little bit about what you feel. What does Scorpio feel? I have some doubts about the long-term success of this relationship. Will you still love me when I'm old and gray? Yeah, I could see that you would have doubts about this with this person. It's not that there's not emotion, it's that this person of yours feels vulnerability is some kind of weakness, or there's some kind of shame involved here. Let's get some more about your feelings. So I'm seeing that you actually want success with this person. I think more than anything, you want clarity. You want to feel like you know what's happening. Death, the Scorpio card comes up, your card. You want things to change. So for you, I feel like it's either like, let's move on from this. Let me try to, what is this, the 7 off? Yeah, you don't want things to be shady anymore. You want an ending to not knowing what's going on. Yeah, and then you would be quite willing to be consistent, is what I'm feeling. But you know, this is going to differ for all of you, I'm sure, because there are a lot of Scorpios out there. Yeah, you would want this. You would want to give to this, but you feel like there's an unstable footing for this connection. You just want clarity. You want you feel like if there is to be a new opportunity, Ace of Charisma here, but it always reminds me of the Ace of Swords a lot. You just want everything to be on the table, really. Like, are we going or coming? Which is fair, you know, which is fair. Let's look at some other energies here. What else is going on? What's a factor in this connection? Spiritual connection and chemistry. Look at that. Clarity comes out as the hidden energy. Yeah, that's strong, right? That is strong. Somebody here wants that. I'm guessing it's you, Scorpio. This is, yeah, we saw that. This is something that is felt deeply. A Scorpio connection can be very intense. And so, like, the physical side, the energetic side, the spiritual side is there. What needs to be there is the understanding between you two, the truth, the communication, the openness, the clarity, right? Honesty, intention. That's the word. Intention. What is the intention? There's a little bit of mistrust on your side, probably. What's the truth here? And I'm feeling like your person holds back also because they're also experiencing a little bit of mistrust, and it's not necessarily about you alone, it's probably in general. But what are the things that you could do to help with this if this is something that you want? Let's get a last bit of advice for Scorpio. Page of emotions. Excuse me. 8 of, what is this? 8 of strength, maybe? I think it's 8 of strength. 10 of this is the 10 of emotions. All right, so the advice here is, look at that, right in the middle. 8 of it's the communication card, right? It's point your target to where you want to go. What is the intention here? Maybe this person needs a little bit of help in setting that intention, because it's not for lack of not wanting. It's maybe not having the ability to, not having the trust to be able to do that, or experience in doing that. If you've had mistrust your whole life, like, how do you go about doing that? So a little bit of help could be useful to them if you are in contact with this person and they're open to that. Definitely, I think that could be useful. Page of emotions. It's just being open, playful as well. Playfulness, lightheartedness, open-endedness could be really useful to get you to this 10 of emotions, this ultimate happiness where everything aligns together. All right, guys, this is your reading, and I'm wishing you all the best. If you enjoyed this, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'd love to see you and hear you back again. Take care.